All right, guys. I have some new followers here, and they're asking me a lot of questions to videos that I've done before. But I'm gonna go over it because, yes, it's overwhelming for a lot of people. A lot of people wondering. A lot of questions I get. How can you tell there's quake coming? Well, guys, I've been watching Quake for a long time. It's something I've developed where I can actually see something happening before it happened. I really can't explain it. I look for certain things, but I'm not saying I'm going to be right all the time. But so far, guys, I think I'm doing a pretty good job of making people aware where these quakes are going to happen and so forth. Now, a lot of people are asking me questions on, why is this happening? People are saying, "Oh, it's blown up. They're blowing up underground domes." What's the other question? What's the other thing I get in my inbox? Stuff like that. I'm not saying they don't have equipment that can manipulate weather, guys. I'm not saying that they don't have that. I'm not saying that they're not doing it, and I'm not saying that they're doing it. One thing I know for a fact is that our electromagnetic field is no longer the same. This is the thing that protects us from the sun, the UV ray. It's extremely weak because the poles are shifting, going through a pole shift. Okay, folks. I'm trying to make this video as comfortable as possible. That's what I'm looking for, comfortable as possible, this information, because a lot of people can't swallow this information. They don't swallow it immediately. It take a while, but guys, things are changing, and if you're not waking up to this, something is wrong with you. Our planet is no longer the same. It's behaving different. Sharks are coming out to the shoreline. Everything is behaving different. Animals are behaving different. People are behaving different. The reason why they're behaving different, creatures, animals, and people, and the weather, mostly is because of the frequency. The weather is really because of the sun. But the frequency of the sun is also changing. It all boils down to frequency. Now, the reason why these changes are going on is because our solar system as a whole is right next to another solar system, a binary sun with 7 planets, 4 moons. It's a cyclical cycle that happened of a couple thousand years, which is actually 3,600. This is not common knowledge, guys. So when a guy like me come on here and say something like this, people are going to laugh at me. Yes, I'm bold enough to say, Daddy's coming home. Daddy's going to want his gold, and you better have your silver and his gold. And Daddy ain't coming back in on a horse, blowing trumpets, singing Kumbaya. That's not what's coming, folks. Things are going to change drastically and very quickly. Very, very quickly. To a point where if you don't start getting ready right now, I'm actually going to go on a limb and say it's too late. Getting ready means prepping yourself by giving yourself the right information. I'm not saying you have to have everything ready, but if you're not prepping mentally with the right knowledge, it's too late. I'm not trying to spread fear. I'm not trying to make you feel guilty. I'm not trying to do none of that. I'm trying to get you guys ready. Wake you up. I don't want you guys sleeping at the wheel anymore, because a lot of people are sleeping at the wheel and they don't see what's going on. Guys, what we see right now happening with seismic activity, people are finding cracks in their house. People are, these quakes that are happening in New Jersey, these quakes that are happening in California, these quakes that are happening in Japan, hope you're watching my video, China, these quakes that are happening in China, these quakes that are happening in Russia, these quakes that are happening in the Caribbean. These quakes are going to get worse. They are. We have to prepare ourselves for this. We have to go into learning how to be self-sufficient. Learning to survive without electricity. Can you live without electricity? Can you? Do you know the right things to eat? Do you know what type of things you can eat if you don't have any grocery stores? These are the information people need to know. We need to be self-sufficient. Learn to have a garden. Invest in seeds. I'm serious. Just like how you're putting your gold and your silver away. Guys, can you eat gold and silver? Let me boil this down. Let me get to the nitty-gritty of things. I'm not saying it's not a great investment. But you know what's better than gold and silver? Seeds. Food. You're going to need somewhere to plant the food. You're going to need land. You got to figure that out. You got to be proactive here. It's going to happen a lot faster than you think. The changes that I'm talking about. Yes. Enjoy the luxury of life right now. We're not going to have it for long. Okay? Our planet is not getting hot. It's actually getting colder. It's going into a cooling phase. Right, guys? One day we're going to wake up and this luxury of electricity, luxury of me broadcasting this to people on TikTok and Facebook and YouTube and Instagram, it's going to be gone. And that day is very, very soon. Okay? Because this seismic activity we are about to enter, there's no way the grid is going to be able to stay up. I'm sorry. It's not going to. Once again, guys, my disclaimer is I'm not trying to spread fear. I just want you guys to be informed. Society call it luck or lucky. See the t-shirt I'm wearing? I want you to be able to have this type of luck.